All right, talk to me about that. Yeah, what's on your mind, stuff like that.
Hello?
Hello?
Sorry, I don't know what the fuck happened. Um, but back to my, I went to my local on Wednesday. Not even. Let me start off from the beginning. Um, you know Luchahan, right?
Yeah.
So he's taking lessons with Pepper Beef,
Yeah.
and he talked about how Pepper Beef was so great. So I had extra money laying around, so I was like, fuck it, let me try. And I played my first session with Pepper Beef, and just 1 second, hold on. What's up, Poppy? Yes. Um, so I played my first session with Pepper Beef, and I told him all about myself. And we played games, and we played games, and what happened after the games? He told me exactly what was wrong with the way I played, which I already knew. But I got discouraged because he said my offense sucks, um, which it does. I don't know how to pressure. I don't know how to put pressure on nobody. I don't know how to deal with pressure. Um, and it's like it's really killing me. And once he said that, I just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like Tekken really brought out a lot of personal things about myself. Not even just with just the game. I know it's just a game, but like at the end of the day, we're playing a fighting game. We're fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? And it really shot out the confidence out of me. Um, and it really showed me that I really don't have confidence in myself.
Yeah.
Um, with just everything in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to open my own fence business, and I've been saying this for so long now, and I just don't have the confidence in myself. And I know I can. I know I can do it. I know I can do everything about fencing and everything that there is to do with fencing. I know I can do it.
Yeah.
Um, but I just don't have the confidence, and I haven't taken the leap yet. And I want to break that, and I'm glad that Tekken really showed me that I really need to be more confident in myself. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm not the best in the world, but I know I'm pretty good for not playing fighting games ever and just starting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need to be more confident in myself, and and I really need to. My biggest thing too is I look at all my other like friends in the FGC community and everybody else that whatever, and I just see everybody else just being successful and like here I am like paying you to help me try to get better, paying Pepper Beef, and I even took a lesson with Joey. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get better, and I just feel like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's like what the fuck am I doing wrong? And
Yeah.
like
No, totally.
shit like that. I'm sorry. I don't. I know you're not fucking. I know you're only here for Tekken, but
No, no, no.
you know.
I feel that I first of all super relate to that. And I think that among many coaches, that's probably where I feel my strength is probably the best. Like, I think Pepper Beef can help so much more with competition. Joey obviously has more matchup experience, but I think what you're talking about, that like stagnation frustration, is where I actually feel like I specialize. So this is more than okay.
Yeah.
This is more than okay to talk about.
Yeah. Even like even the weekly. I'm not like that well versed in the Leo matchup, but I'm labbing Leo now. Like the same way I labbed Xiaoyu, I have 11 pages of notes with Xiaoyu. I went through our whole move list and wrote down what I can do. Well, obviously if it's what punishes I can do with it, if I can sidestep, if I need to low block the second hit, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I literally have 11 pages. And I'm doing the same thing with Leo, and because I have a local Leo out here, and I just don't want to be scared of the mix-ups. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be scared of not knowing what's this and what's that. So that's why I did it, and I played him this local, and I was like perfect, and like just the confidence in me, and like I know I can beat him because like I wasn't even doing much. I was doing the simple Paul shit, QCF3, quarter circle back two, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just the second game, like I don't know what it was. I just lost all confidence in myself. I lost everything. And I even talked to the because me and that local Leo, we're all cool. I'm pretty sure I shared the picture of us playing when I said, you know, doing cash. Somebody said they want to make casuals or something like that offline, and I said do it, and that was me and him playing, and so I talked to him about it, and he even said, he was like, I felt when you lost everything and you
Right.
just gave up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I felt it. And yeah, that shit, the shit really bothers me, and the shit really fucking bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um Go ahead though. I'm sorry.
No,
I know I'm
no,
rambling.
no. This is this is for you, not for me. So I think a big question I have is, you talked a lot about the success you're seeing of those around you and things like that. What does fighting game success look like to you?
Results. I you know what's funny? I was like, oh, you know, doing your best is like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I went and I was in a Fudo because I watch Street Fighter videos. I don't like playing it, but I really love watching it. And
Yeah.
Fudo was like, um, when you come, you know, everybody that comes out to competitions are already doing their best, no matter if they're bad or not. Everybody's coming out and doing their best. So you have to be more than that. It's all about results. You know what I'm saying? And I know I shouldn't focus on that. You know, being new into the tournament scene of fighting games, you know, because I played fighting games when I was younger, but not like this. You know what I mean? And you know, being new to the tournament scene, maybe I'm just taking it too fast, you know, and I really like self-reflected upon that too, that I'm looking I'm looking at people and like one, everybody learns things differently. That's the one thing that I was, you know, I'm like the one thing I was struggling too with my confidence is like why can I learn fast enough? Like why can I learn the way like how you learn? You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you came from League of Legends. I'm pretty sure you play fighting games too, but you came from League of Legends and then you came straight to Tekken and you know, your Tekken got Prime. I'm sorry, Tammy. I just want to socks. Oh, okay. Um, so you know, like things like that.
Yeah. So
You know,
so refresh my memory again. How long have you played Tekken and I guess competitive games in general?
um, so I played FIFA and I was going to take it competitively, but I don't know, like it was really weird. Like I didn't want to go in there because of the bullshit that FIFA had. But anyways, but I've been playing Tekken for 2 years,
Okay.
maybe going on three.
Okay. And then you said how long you play FIFA before?
I played FIFA from FIFA 15 to FIFA 2020 or FIFA 16. I started.
Okay. So yeah, let me just say that first of all, your questions are all legitimate about like learning speed and things like that. Those are all like it's true. Like some people learn faster than other people, and some people you know just seem to pick it up like at light speed. I just want to debunk the idea that I learn at an exceptional speed. Let me show you this here. So I'm just pulling up my screen. Make sure.
Mhm.
So right here, this is my. I'm gonna pull up my League of Legends account. So let's see. I started League of Legends in. On this. I started League in season 4, which was probably 2014, 2015, and I wanted to hit gold, and that was like my number one goal. And so in season 4, I played a stupid amount of games because this is the season I also leveled up too. So it was like I was leveling up and playing rank. I played a lot of games, and I was just super stuck. And I finished like silver 2. The highest I got was like silver 1 into the promotion series for gold, and I never made it. And I was super discouraged. And I was saying a lot of the same things that you were like saying to me, like I'm paying for coaching, I'm doing all these things. Why am I not getting where I want to be? Um, Next season I hit platinum, pretty straightforward, and I wasn't like trying too hard. So I was kind of like, okay, so I am getting better. This is fine. Now I'm gonna go for diamond, but maybe I won't go for diamond this year. I'll like give it some time. Yeah, season 5 I didn't play as much. Like you can see, I have less games, and my win rate is like decently high. So And then season
I'm
6,
so sorry.
you good? Just let me know when you're back.
No, no, go ahead. There's
Oh,
just my son threw the ball at me, and I dropped my phone, and he thought it was the funniest thing.
oh, no big deal. I couldn't hear it. So season 6, I went into uh like super serious. Like I'm gonna hit diamond. Like I'm grinding really hard. I'm getting coaching like weekly, daily. Super serious. And I couldn't do better than like a 51% win rate on like my main character. I dabbled in some other characters and did like okay, but like you can see, I put in like 500 games or so, and like a league game is like 20 to 40 minutes. So like, I don't even know like what 500 times like what 0.5. So like that's like what 250 hours. Like I needed a calculator for that. No, like 250 hours to 300 hours of league this season on one character alone, and I was stuck at the same rank basically that I was like last season. So I was super discouraged. So next season, I continued my regimen of everything. I put in similar amounts of games, but this time I was using the characters that my coaches were telling me to play. So I was doing what was like literally prescribed by optimized professional coaches, like designed to put people into diamond, like very focused and very fundamentally strong. And I still only finished platinum 2, the exact same rank I was the year before. So this is just to debunk the idea that I learn at like the speed of light, or like I'm really smart, or that like, you know, I have my shit together. Like I struggled in the same rank for 3 years over like, and this is like not like idly playing. This is like 300 plus hours on one character per year. So it's like I was very stuck. Um so I'm not saying that like suck it up, like you're not alone. It's more like I really feel you. Like it's really
No,
frustrating.
no, fuck that. Say
Yeah.
it if you need to say it like that. That's sometimes I need to hear it like that. I'm really weird like that.
No,
That
no, no.
I'm
I mean it though. Like it is frustrating and it's an awful experience. Especially I had friends who didn't even care, like hit diamond, like barely trying. I had friends who like hit gold and barely tried. You know, it was like, why am I sucking so much at this thing that I'm pouring money, energy, effort, like giving up sleep to study it, going way out of my way to watch streams. Like I'm doing so much more than everybody else, and I just can't reach it. Why is that happening? So the next season is when I finally hit diamond, and at the start of the season I hit diamond in like 50 games. And I think a big part of all of that was acknowledging and recognizing that this cycle of like anger and self-punishment and like frustration was taking away from my energy in game. And I made that YouTube video that talked about it a little bit. But that's basically where I'm coming from, is so much of my energy was being spent being punishing myself mentally, being upset, being disappointed, judgmental, all the things. And all of that energy was taking away from my ability to make improvements, make optimizations, make adaptations in game. All of this is to say that when I finally was like getting therapy, getting help, getting medication and stuff, this is towards the end of the season, but like I had this 56% win rate, 70% win rate in like 50 games, and I instantly hit like Diamond 3. It was like a ridiculous like change in like character. Like it seemed so like night and day. It's like all the skills that I had practiced and gotten coaching for suddenly were coming into play. So all of this is to say that like it's hard when your results are telling you the whole story, because you are putting in this work and you are putting in this analysis and everything. But if your results are telling you how well that's going, it's easy to get into a cycle of I'm stuck, I'm not improving, I'm frustrated, things like that, right? So where do we go from there? We've recognized that like, you know, emotional arousal, for lack of a better word, causes distractions and makes it difficult to be cognitive, right? Like that's a known psychological thing. Like I'm not a therapist, but like that's a known phenomenon, that when you're under heavy emotional load, you cannot function as well cognitively, like if you're in fight or flight, right? So what my story tells me when I look back and when I listen to people's similar stories is, you know, my guess is that if you're very focused on results and you're not getting the results you want and you're putting in a lot of the work, then it's likely that you're under such emotional load that you're not able to transfer the skills you're studying and practicing in high intensity situations. So the first thing to get past that is to, like you said, you were taking a break or something, is take some kind of action to remove that emotional link or weaken that emotional link between what is happening in game and what is and what is happening on your screen, what is happening in game, in tournament, whatever, and how it is affecting you emotionally. Like, that's a really big deal. And it's not just to say don't care, because like it's hard to put time into something you don't care, but it's to say, like, you know, recognize at first that you will get closer to where you want to be the more you're able to pull away from that heavy weight that you're carrying with the emotion, right? Does that kind of make
Yes.
sense?
It definitely does. And I have a video. I have two videos that I had saved just to tell myself that too.
Okay, good.
And
Yeah.
they're me playing Tekken. It's not somebody talking. It's me playing Tekken. And the reason why I saved it is because I know from watching the videos, I know my mental state when I watched them. You know where I was when I played them. I meant to say, um, it was, it went, it went from I was getting upset because I played Hayachi and I don't really know the matchup. What's up? You want to watch it on TV? You want to watch it on TV? Come on, go ahead, kick it. But I'm sorry, but my thought process, because like I said, I didn't know the matchup and I'm getting upset that I don't know the matchup, and I wish I had labbed more and this, that, and the third, and he's doing this and he's doing that, and I wish I knew, and he's mixing me up because I don't know this, that, and the third. And it's from one video you can see me getting frustrated and emotional about it, and then the next video is when I said, why are you giving a fuck about it? Just relax, calm down, and figure him out. And you can see the way I played is completely different.
Yeah.
And I even messaged the dude and talked to him about it. Um, I talked to him about it, about like how good he was, because he was really good. His real rank was like mighty ruler or something like that, and he was telling me about how good he was. Like, I'm good. He was like, no, you're good. He was like, the combos you had and the damage you were doing to me and the way you adapted and all that shit was really good.
Yeah.
Um, so I definitely understand him, and maybe and I talked to that Leo player, and he really did sound like, he said, it sounds like something more than Tekken is bothering you, and maybe it is, maybe you know, I really haven't talked to anybody about this, but like, it's stressful being a father. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot even begin to imagine. Like, that is
Um,
that you're carrying another life. That's not small.
yeah, and then I got a puppy and I got a wife, and like, I'm the provider and I'm the this and I'm the that, and like sometimes it feels like I just don't have a break. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And like, I got a hobby that I love, and like now I'm trying to not like split time, because Tekken's not important, but like my wife makes me feel like that's all I care about, and like she makes, like, it's not her fault, but like the words hurt at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? She makes me feel like I don't, you know, like, all I care about is Tekken, and I'm not caring about him. But I spend the weekends are for my son. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just it's honestly in my head, and I've been saying that for a long time, and everything is just in my head. If I could just get out of my head, then I will be fine. You
Yeah.
know?
So I think a big component of that is, um, it's not so much, what I found at least worked for me is not so much like, oh, just ignore it or just let it go. It's more like, okay, there are these things that are rising up that can't necessarily be pushed down on a regular basis and expect us to be okay, right? So like, it's one of those situations that seems so strange, but like, addressing those directly is more likely to give you this exponential growth and improvement that you're probably looking for than it would seem. Like, it would seem like that would be a counterproductive use of time, but in my repeated experience over multiple games, things like that, addressing these real life scenarios just for whatever reason makes all the difference and like frees that mental load. So I am only qualified to coach in Tekken and kind of that. But from my guess off the top of my head, it's like that's worth looking into. It's like if every time you're playing and you make a mistake and for whatever reason it subconsciously triggers an emotional reaction where you're like, oh, you know, my wife is already upset with me, like I'm investing this time, I'm not spending time with my son, oh, I'm not even doing things for my fencing that I know I can do. You can see how all of that can easily pull you out of a game, out of the observation, out of everything, right? Like that's where it's good to like optimize. That happens, that just yanks you so far out of the game, you know? And that's why I think being able to find a way to navigate those will make a big difference in just making your play better overall, you know?
Hold on, Bobby. I'll be right there. What was I gonna say? I was gonna tell you on FIFA too. Oh, did I not accept your invite?
No, not yet.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you good. You good.
On FIFA, I also because Pepper Beef was telling me that like I don't know I don't know how to poke. I don't know how to play soft Tekken. That's what he called it. Soft Tekken. Yeah, I don't know how to play soft Tekken. What the fuck was I gonna say about that? Holy shit. I don't know. I totally forgot. I'm sorry about that.
You good.
I forgot where I was going with that point. Fuck, where was I going with that point? All right, can we start from the beginning? What were we talking about before I said that?
I was talking about navigating like IRL situations to make the improvements you're looking for.
Okay. I remember now. Oh, it's about FIFA. With FIFA, if I was emotional, I couldn't beat nobody.
Yeah.
But I had so much confidence. I had so much confidence in FIFA, in my FIFA game, that I swear to you, if nobody bothered me and I could sit down in a room by my fucking self and not listen to nobody and just play the game, I could beat anybody. And I believe that for 100% fact.
Yeah, I believe it too. No, that makes total sense.
But the thing about FIFA and what I didn't do with Tekken was I felt like I just worked on combos. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't work on the fundamentals of Tekken like how I did with FIFA. I literally went into FIFA and went through every drill 100 times on just to try to play the game correctly. How to dribble the ball, how to move the ball, how to pass the ball. I went into how to put on the right formations, the right tactics, the right everything. And like that's why I feel like I'm just skyrocketing through Tekken, and I'm trying to get as good as I was at FIFA, but I'm not taking the time.
Right.
You ready? You got 15 seconds.
Oh, I was just
trying to kill you.
no. I just wanted to make sure we were still finish the conversation. Sure. It's hard to talk and like do this deep analysis, right? So I think I think we've found that little thing we were looking for, right? Like it's the emotional investment. There's some IRL things going on that we need to navigate, but that helps you become aware of it. So that's something you can continue to work on, and like we can continue to judge that. But I wanted to make sure that wasn't like a mystery. It's like we didn't know why that was happening. You know what I mean? Like yeah. I wanted it to be like, okay, this is happening and we can see it. So even if we don't work on it directly in our sessions, that is something we can, you know, I can have you work on your own, and then we can check in, things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I really want to show you what I worked on with Joey too, and see what you think about it.
Yeah.
I didn't really work on too much with Pepper Beef. I was late, so we didn't really have that much time.
Yeah.
But he just told me honestly, Pepper Beef told me to be more risky. He said I need to be more risky and do more things, and play more soft Tekken, which I really want to do too. But I'm gonna first go through off what I'm gonna just mix both. I'm gonna mix both in and see what you think.
Yeah, just talk to me about it real quick. What do you mean, like?
All right. So with Joey, we went through because we did the same thing. We played a couple games, and he literally said the same shit to me. So we went and we played Paul Tekken, Paul Fundamental Tekken, QCB2, QCF3, and jab and double jab. From there, we mixed in hop kicks, and down forward 2, and then quarter circle back 4. Um, but I feel as you can see, I'm now I'm savior. I know I made it to Seryu, but I made it to savior just using those moves that I just told you.
Right.
No demo man. I can't remember the last time I used demo man like a lot. You know, like for a mix up. I really can't tell you. What's up, Baba? Yes, Baba. Um, but I'm trying to incorporate demo man back in because it's real good. You know, it's obviously real good. Give me 1 second, Baba.
Yeah, it's a good move for sure. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so those are the moves I've been using. Specifically, I am sitting down, buddy. But yeah, like I said, those are the moves I've been using. Those are the moves I used against Pepper Beef when I played him. I didn't use no Demo Man. I used Demo Man once when we played. I can literally tell you how many times when I played somebody I used Demo Man.
I mean, that's good. Yeah,
But
that's a good optimization. Yeah.
I've just been trying to um, incorporate those moves and try to see where they lie. Um, you know, where they lie and where I can use them and where they're optimized at. Because I know you tell me to use QCF3, but Pepper Beef had told me that I'm using it more for just counter hit purposes, which I
Sorry,
just felt like I was trying to
for
throw
what
it out there
purposes?
when we weren't doing anything.
For what
Sorry, go ahead. Go
purposes?
ahead.
You said for what purposes?
Counter hit.
Oh yeah,
Counter
yeah,
hit purposes.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe when we played, maybe I did or not, but um, I don't know.
I'm
And ever since I played with Pepper Beef, I feel like I don't know how to play Tekken.
yeah. No, I for reference, I think that's part of a big part of the process is like bouncing back and forth between, oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Right? Like I think that doesn't that won't stop. That'll keep happening, but that's okay. That's part of the development, right? So when that happens, usually I recommend a break, but B also I'll do so I'll try to simplify. Like think about less. Like, all right, I'm just gonna play against my opponent, try and see what he's doing, and come up with an answer. Like, not a lot of deep analysis, right? Because if you're in a paralysis state, I think more information tends to make it worse. That's my take. So,
Yeah.
what we can do for these, so I have with the new Metafy format and the shift from Patreon, I'm switching instead of a first to 7 to 3 sets of first to 2s. And I think that gives us little breakpoints to like talk out ideas, make adjustments, and then go back into it again while also simulating kind of that tournament environment, right?
You know, Fee, you really came around. You went from unorganized to now I'm trying to be organized, and I like it.
Okay, I'm glad.
I like it. Hold on, I'm coming.
So let's do that poking Tekken. Or like sorry, let's forget we have all these things. We can talk about it in analysis, but right now I would like to play and just have us look at what's happening on screen and just try and respond by what our instinct currently is. Let's talk about what you saw, what's going on, what you were thinking afterwards. Okay, so we'll just run the first to 2. And if you have like a quick question, like feel free to pop it up. But I want you to focus most of your thoughts on literally what are you seeing on screen? What is a simple answer you could do to come up with it? Like you get hit, what am I getting hit by? What is the answer I come up with? Right?
Okay.
Let's keep it super simple and very minimal. And then we can go deeper into analysis as we go on. But you're saying you're forgetting how to play Tekken? Let's forget about that kind of thought then. Forget about everything that you think is going wrong. What do your eyes tell you is happening on screen? And then we'll talk out what answer your brain is coming up with, right? Okay, so let's run this first to 2. Obviously, ask questions whenever you like, and then we'll go from there.
did not press that. Let me see you, Bubba. Man, I thought the floor was gonna break.
Me too, honestly.
Fight.
Yes, Papa. 1 second, buddy.
Fuck.
I don't know what the fuck that was. And I swear I've been practicing my Rage Art combo, yo.
I believe you.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Alright, quick debrief. We're between matches. What is going through your head?
What would your option be if you were by the wall low out
Oh,
and your opponent was that far away?
honestly, I don't know off the top of my head. I was more gonna ask, what do you think is happening? Like, what did you feel like you were getting hit by? And what did you feel like you were getting hit by? And then we'll go through like what is the answer.
I was definitely getting hit by being too what is that shit called? Predictable.
Okay, let's start even more minimal. Like, what literal move was hitting you?
The move where she her keep out move, I call it. Isn't it down 4-2?
Yeah, like the down forward 2, right? So
Yeah.
on an objective level, you were getting hit coming in, right? On keep out. So that's what our eyes saw. Now, you said you were being too predictable. That's like 8 layers into like evaluation and like analysis. Let's just say like, okay, you saw that hitting. What is the answer to that? If somebody's keeping you out, that means they're swinging. If they're swinging, that means they're either willing to whiff or you can counter hit them. Now, getting them to whiff is a matter of using your movement or your timing in a way that you make them think you're going to come in and then you don't. And yeah, we're playing coast to coast, so the connection's going to be whack, but that's something to consider right away. It's like, okay, I'm getting kept out. Let's make him whiff. And you don't want to tunnel on it too hard, but that can be your counterplay. So I'm going to keep playing the same way, trying to catch you coming in with down forward 2. And I want to see if you can arrive at a place where you can beat that.
That's perfect.
All right, and then
I don't mean to interrupt, but I played another like guy who was in our casual local like scene, and his name is Mighty Soul Rock, and he plays Ganryu and Brian, and he was playing almost a Brian game with Ganryu, and it was stupid effective against me. And he was doing the same exact shit that you're doing now.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it too.
I die to it a lot too. That's how Jumanji beats me. There's a lot of just keep out down forward 2, harassment to make you want to come in, and then try and catch your timing. So the way you get them to stop it is you either counter hit them so that they're afraid to swing, or you whiff punish them so they're afraid to swing. Like that. I did a down forward 2 and you counter hit me. So that'll make me think twice about doing it again. And if it doesn't, then it's your job to punish it again. That's what I did.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Wow.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
I swear I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? It worked.
Yeah. I'm trying to press that. God damn.
Great.
So that's been my biggest downfall. Is I've really been trying to
Round
practice this
4.
combo as much as I can.
Fight.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get that.
No way! I was holding back.
Yeah, I had that same thing happen to me at ICFC. I was pissed. So yeah, you started making some good adjustments where you tried to counter hit me out of it. But then you also noticed towards the end again, I started landing like throws, and then the throw turned into a wake up situation, and then the wake up situation turned into another counter hit down forward 2, right? So a big thing is people will induce stress as a way to try to get you to fall into baits and things like that, whether it's counter hits, keep out, etc. A good practice is if you notice yourself getting hit over and over again, try and change an attack timing into a backdash. And that's not like a foolproof strategy. It's more of let's do anything to get my hands to do something else than what's getting me killed, right? And I'm of the belief that that is a super strong way to begin the process of breaking a habit. So in this case, the down forward 2 keep out was hitting you over and over again. The first thing you can do to stop getting hit by that is when you feel that urge to go in and attack, whether it's a poke, whether it's a QCF3, whether it's something, substitute with a backdash. If you get them to whiff, then you know something about the rhythm you're doing is different and it made them want to swing. And then you can set yourself up to bait that, right? Like there is a whole component of the game of dashing in to get them to react because they're, you know, button happy or whatever for whatever reason, and then backing up, making them whiff, and then really capitalizing on that. And even though our connection is shitty and it's really hard to react to like a whiff down forward 2, if you have a really good read, you can be throwing out your move already at the time that you think it's gonna whiff. And that's like a really hard read and it's kind of scary, but that's part of the game too.
That's what I feel like Pepper Beef was trying to tell me is take the risk sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
You also have Magic 4. Like, even if you don't get a full combo, just, like, something to stuff it, right? Or if you're going to go in and you think I'm going to do a down forward 2 keep out, get that jab out early as possible. But again, there's nothing wrong with just blocking it and jab punishing it. It's okay if you get a suboptimal punish, especially on our connection. Like, it's okay to just punish it. It's okay to just get a whiff. In fact, sometimes that's better because if you're not committing, if you're not swinging and I'm hitting your block, that's scary for me because it's like, dang, I don't have a good timing. I don't have a good read on his timing. I don't know what's going to happen. simply the act of blocking a punishable move can do damage mentally, right? Now against a Kuni player, probably not, but you know, this is a good like shake up that habitual over and over again if I'm going in at these timings that are getting predicted. Like you can shift your approach to just be about generating whiffs and things like that. So second first to 2, 0-0, same thing. Try and see when those down forward 2s are hitting you. I'm just gonna stay in the same way just for the sake of that. And then we'll
Round 1.
come up with a plan against that, right?
Fight.
Yeah, my down forward 2 is also -12, so even if you just jab punish it, that's
That's
fine.
where, man, I'm trying to punish. I swear to you. There you go.
I believe you. Even if you jab punish it, that's fine. For now.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. All right. Come on, don't do that to me, feet. Fuck.
KO.
The power of doing nothing is stressful.
You're right, though.
Fight.
Fuck. Oh.
Bin Cheng does that to me all the time too. It's so annoying.
It's so scary because I feel like I don't know what to do. Because it feels like you might whiff it and I won't punish it, and then my mindset is that you're just doing that to try to get me to do something, so that way you can get a bigger combo is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Than just a down four.
So you're
And
playing
that's my mindset when I play.
you're playing too many layers deep. That's why I'm saying look at what's hitting you on screen and play to that.
Round
And if you get
Okay.
fucked up by something 8 layers down, that's not gonna end your entire tournament. But playing too deep mentally from the beginning can, because you'll make repeated mistakes. Getting fucked up one time in a clutch situation, that's whatever. Getting fucked up 50 times in a row in a small situation is more bad. Even though it feels the opposite. Like, we'd rather eat 50 pokes than one giant combo, but in reality, the one combo is probably a tinier mistake than the 50 pokes. Right? Like, I ate 50 small pokes there, and that was way worse than if you just hit one combo on me.
You know what I did right there?
What'd you do?
I woke up backwards like if it was Chloe.
Oh,
Oh shit, that's my fault. Okay. So what is that? That must be like -9 or something.
this? Or 2-2? 2-2 is -6.
That's exactly what I thought.
Move is
You were
racist.
just pressing buttons. You were just pressing buttons after. And I was catching the start of your I'm
okay.
thinking too many layers. Let me shut the fuck up.
So remember, Joey probably talked about this on the basic level, right? Tekken breaks down to the mid-low mix, and then the stress response generated by eating those mixes,
Ready for the next
and that leads to the games of keep out, whiff punishment, etc., and counter hitting, right? Like he talked a bit about that, I
Yep.
think. So-
Hold on, because I'm writing notes
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Do you think?
Just like how I did with you. Let me. Joey Fury. He says, I didn't really get to write down a lot because he was just going. But what I got from it was he told me to produce strong mix-up by whiff punishing, punishing mistakes, creating mix-ups. He taught me about the immediate timing,
Yeah.
about the dashing in. He told me about like dashing in usually mean like different things, all that shit. No, I'm pretty sure he did talk about that. I remember him saying,
Yeah.
I remember him saying that the lower. This is what I've been. The lower blocks of Tekken are what make the bigger blocks look so good.
Exactly.
That's what he told me.
At a base level, when I go in and down forward 1 or down back 4, that is what sets up the entire reason why you're afraid or trying to hit me in the first place, and I get a down forward 2.
Yo, I down forward down back forward, whatever. The low post, that Leo player like 5 times, and he was so scared he was just ducking him for no reason.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Hold on, bro.
Nice. Called out my dash up, do nothing press.
Round 2.
I was like, you know what? Let me hit the other one this time. I press the wrong button.
Oh, with punish, man.
I have to think on my draw right now.
No, you good. Big whiff punish. Oh, okay.
KO.
That was a big whiff punish.
Round 3. Fight.
Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. So a lot of people would see what you just did and say, oh, you see what happens when you just backdash? But you see how we arrived at that through kind of a convoluted way, right? It's like we're digging many layers deep and it's leading to this behavior that is leading to this. So it's very, very convoluted, but it's a lot easier to just start from what is happening on screen, what is my answer. All of the deep analysis is really good for outside of game, but in game, it can make you freeze up, it can get you stuck and really frustrated, right?
That's exactly what we're doing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's mad funny because it's exactly what happened. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go take a dump. I'm gonna bring you with me though.
Yeah, no worries.
But that first round when I told you, I don't think I told you, but I won the first round, and the second round is when I lost all the confidence and he went 3-0 on me.
Yeah.
And that's when I started getting in my own head, started breaking down like you said, I was going 8 layers ahead instead of just worrying about the one thing that he was doing, which was hitting me with lows. You know what I'm saying? To get me to react and stuff. Instead of worrying 1 layer about that, I was worrying 5 layers about bullshit.
Yep. A big one is I lost a lot to a lot of Lars players for the longest time because I was playing around orbital and hop kick because it felt so bad to get hit by. And I've lost to a Lars before where I was ducking the whole time and he didn't use any of those moves once. So you see how playing in your head can be, and we've talked about this and you already said it, but that's just another example how playing in your head instead of what's happening on screen can have just horrible, drastic effects, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's another good reminder of it. I think you're finding more and more. Really good.
I really appreciate you, Fee. A lot.
I'm glad.
I know I say it a lot, and I might sound fucking weird and shit, but like these shits with you have been really fucking fun, and learning Tekken with you has been really fun.
It's not weird at all, bro, and I'm glad it's fun. I think I really want people to rediscover that because I grew up in an Asian family, so everything was very serious. You didn't do anything like with the intent of wasting time or, you know, it was very, very clean, like tight and very strict. So I'm rediscovering a lot of fun and I find a lot of value in it, and I have gotten so much better when I played for fun. I've gotten better at the game. I'm way better than I could have been when I took it so seriously. There's a beautiful book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and I haven't even read it. I've only read part of it and already like changed my life. So I highly, highly recommend like that kind of approach to me, is especially for someone who is parenting, married, has a puppy. It's just astounding how much more of a positive impact you can have in your life and how you'll reach the goals that seem so far away just by having that approach, you know?
And I forgot to add the biggest thing with all that stress is that I don't have time to play, and I don't have, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, bro, I wish I did this when I was younger, when I had time, and like, now I'm trying to rush to get to where I was, like how, because when I started FIFA, I didn't have no kid. I was a kid myself. That's all I did. I smoked weed and played fucking FIFA.
Yeah.
So Um, so you know, now I got responsibilities. I'm a lead man at a company. You know, shit like that, and I'm like, fuck, I really want to be good at FIFA. Like this is, I mean, excuse me, Tekken. You know, this is really like how I told Joey Fury. Like everybody has their fucking hobbies that they like to spend money. I was just watching a video of people spending thousands and thousands of dollars on four-wheelers and racing four-wheelers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people got their own shit, and my shit is FIFA. I keep saying fucking FIFA, bro. I'm about to kill myself. It's Tekken.
It's calling back to you, man. But no, yeah.
Is Tekken. Like, I really, like, I don't care if I win or not. I just want to be fucking good. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just feel like sometimes I don't have the time and I'm rushing through everything.
Right. And that's why I get the sense that your frustration comes a lot more from mistakes than from straight up results, right? Like you did say results, but I get the sense that a lot of the frustration comes from, oh, I'm you know, I'm doing this thing, or I'm executing this behavior, but I know better, or like I've practiced doing something else. Why am I still doing this, right? That's the sense I'm getting. Would you say that's semi-accurate?
No, yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro.
Yeah. So like you said results, but I think that is what's showing up more to me. And this gentle approach of enjoying the process and recognizing, yeah, it's gonna take fucking time and it's gonna fucking suck. It made all the difference to me, and I truly think that it can for you too. So I'm optimistic in the sense that we've like put it in the air and like at least talked about it. So now we can, you know, start to work on it. And I think that's gonna be really cool.
Did you press X?
I did.
All right, give me 1 second. I hope you don't mind. You don't think it's weird that I spoke with a kid either. But my son's healthy. I don't know. I'll show you a picture of my son. You know what I'm saying? And I do it away from him. So
Everything you do is you, man. I'm just here to do my best to help you.
I'm sorry. I was so scared with Joey Fury and shit. I didn't even tell him I was taking a dab, and I didn't want to tell him I was taking a dab. So I told him that I was posting it. I was like, yo, hold on, I'm posting this shit on Instagram and Facebook and all that shit, saying I'm talking to Joey Fury. But I don't know why. I just, you know, that's the other thing too in my head. I think of the way people judge me. It's like I said, I'm not the best, but like people know I'm fucking good and I can be good. You know what I'm saying? And people like to watch me at the locals. And it's like, damn, people are judging me, saying that I fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? And I really need to stop worrying about other people.
I was in every local I go to, every major event offline. I always am hearing people say shit, and it gets to me so much. Like I did a down back 2 and I got red, and they said, "Oh, it's not online anymore," and I lost my shit and I just didn't play well the whole. Like that never goes away. We're humans. We are social creatures. So that shit's real. It doesn't go away. Anyways, I'm gonna play Noctis to hopefully show you a bit more of like that anti-keep out that I was wanting you to do. But sorry. So put down the weed.
I actually took a shitty ass dab, so. Wow, holy fuck. What was that?
I didn't mean to do that. What?
Paul Phoenix, baby.
Okay, my capture card just. Okay, there we go. My capture card fucking died.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Here, let me make sure it's. I'm recording for our thing, so let me make sure it's actually working. Cause what the fuck? It just completely died. That's unbelievable.
Wait, you recording this for me?
Just for you, yeah. It'll be unlisted.
Oh, no way. Oh nah, bro. I'm gonna have to fucking get some subs or something, bro.
No. This is what you pay for. This is what I want it to be. I just gotta fucking.
You, bro.
Yeah, like this is, to me, it's so valuable to have it recorded and be able to reference back to it. I think that's an essential part of it. For me. It was for me when I played League, so. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Hate computers. I worked Let's see. Na, 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 na. It just suddenly died. Game capture.
Take your time, bro. I don't know when you want this to end, but I don't, I know you have your own thing.
Oh yeah, probably wrap up. Like I probably don't want to go longer than an hour in general, but I'm just trying to make sure.
Okay.
Fucking shit. Oh, okay, I think there's just a power issue. One sec.
Yo,
Sorry, I accidentally hitting buttons. we'll restart. Don't worry.
I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with you. Oh, I got a funny thing to tell you before we end this whole thing that happened with Joey Fury. That you might think is funny. I thought
Okay.
it was funny.
All right.
Are you still working? I'll tell you now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I was playing with Joey and we were doing the moves and shit, and we both got to low health and we were on it's the Muslim board.
Souk?
It's Shaheen's board or whatever it is.
Souk.
The small one.
Souk.
What is it?
Souk.
Yes. So we were on there and we're doing the moves and shit, and we're both low health. And he caught my sidestep with quarter circle back two, and caught my sidestep, and I'm on the wall. He does a 3-2 back sway two, and I'm still alive. And this motherfucker runs, he snake dashes up on me and demo mans me. And like I told you, we demo man's not in the options. So I was like, hey,
Wow.
talked about this. You're not supposed to be doing this. And then he hits me with the rage art fucking death fist, bro, that kills it off. And we were both dying laughing. Yo, we were both dying laughing.
That shit's hilarious. Joey's tight.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you too. Lucho Han said that you were a really, really humble guy. He said you were incredibly humble. He said it was a really I don't know what he was expecting out of you.
Yeah, I know. What does he expect? I'm fucking 5'5". How you cocky as 5'5", bro? Nah.
Yeah, I don't know what he was expecting, but he said you were incredibly humble.
Yeah, I feel unbelievably fortunate to be doing what I'm doing, so I don't think that's ever gonna go away. Hopefully not, at least. Okay, why the fuck is this? It just said game capture needs USB 3.0 port, so I'm thinking it ran out of. It's not giving proper power.
That's fine. We've been at it for an hour. You want to just play another first two and call it? How many do I get? 5, you said?
5 sets of 3 first to 2s. So like basically a first to 7 -1, but I'm giving you 5 sets of those instead of 4, if that makes sense. Because like the Patreon was first to 7, the new Metafy one is basically 6 matches at most. But
Okay.
so I decided to bundle in an extra set instead of cutting you short. You know, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that should help. Yeah, I'll fix this and then I'll give you 5 on top of this one. So this will be like just like a preview or whatever, and then like I'll give you the coupon code, and the coupon code will have 5 redemptions for that. Basically a session like what we did just now, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Does that work?
And then so the Patreon, should I cancel it then, or should I keep it and then you'll give us the codes again, or?
We'll if we move to Metafy and it works well, we can cancel Patreon. I'll put it on pause, or you go ahead and cancel it, and then I'll just DM you the thing, right? But like go ahead and cancel it for now, and then I will if Metafy ends up sucking or something, then we can talk about going back to it or something, right?
All right. That sounds good. And the price is gonna be the same, or they're gonna be a little bit more. I don't mind paying more.
The pricing will shift, but I'm trying to keep it as close as possible. So right now, because it's a different package, it's everything. So basically, because you were a patron for a long time, I want to make sure that you get like what you paid for Patreon, and then the pricing scheme is different. But I'm still working out that. But basically, my prices should be very similar to what they are now. And if you end up wanting something smaller, like it should be easier to schedule. Like, hey, let's just play a quick set and talk to me real quick, instead of like this weekly. Let's set aside an hour and then like playing tag and stuff like that. So like my Metafy has things like first to 3 with feedback, you know, and that's like $3 or something. So it's like very.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it as accessible as possible.
No, if we do this every week, because what you I'm sorry, I'm sometimes I'm a little bit dumb, because I'm trying to figure everything out. In my
Dumb
head.
or stoned? No, I'm kidding.
It's a little bit both, but so it's five first to 2, or what is it again?
So okay, so the lesson, a single lesson is 3 first to 2s with the recording and analysis, like we're doing right now.
Okay.
The coupon code is worth 5 of those, because one of those would basically be a week on Patreon, and Patreon was weekly, and there was like 4 weeks. So I'm basically saying you get 4 of those plus 1 for doing it, for being a patron, is basically how I'm doing that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I know it's kind of everywhere.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
because
It's hella confusing. Like I was trying to get it in my head, and I'm like, this is whack, but I'm like, it's the best way I can think of it for now.
Yeah, because honestly, because I don't care if it's a first to 7 or we play 6 games or whatever. As long as if we're doing this, like I said, I don't mind playing. I don't mind paying more. If we're doing analysis, you're giving me analysis videos, and not only that, you literally just gave me a little bit of life lesson. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind paying more. You're a great coach. You're great at what you do. But I want to keep the same format. You know what I'm saying? I like the once a week that mean you get to sit down and you get to see what I've been working on or what I haven't been working on and what I need to be working on.
Yeah. So the format will not go away. That is something I'm insistent on. Like this will be, yeah, the format will not go away. That is the.
All right, that's all I need to hear. That's the one thing I was really worried about was how the fuck is it gonna be? You know, I can redeem this once a week kind of thing.
Right.
Again, with the Metafy thing.
The only change in the format is instead of first to 7, it's 3 sets of first to 2. That's the only change, because I thought first to 7 was easy for me to check out, easy for someone else to check out, and less structured. I wanted to provide a lot more value. I felt like first to 7s were not providing the value that I wanted to provide. If that makes sense.
Bro, listen to me. People are gonna love this. I
Hey,
absolutely love what we did today right now. I really enjoy it.
I'm glad, dude. Yeah.
Especially I be getting, man. Sometimes I'll be saying hello to you, and the chat just be going down. I'll be like, man, look at me, just fucking a ghost in the chat.
Yeah, no, it's on me because I'm fucking blind and I can't see shit. So like that's not. Yeah, that's 100% me. But yeah.
But all right, Feed, yo, thank you so much, man.
Dude, yeah,
I
of
really
course.
appreciate you. I'm gonna go play with my son now.
Yeah.
Because he's playlist and he's just running around.
Yeah, so I'll upload this. I'll send a link to you. It's unlisted, so it's not going to be public or anything. It's going to be on my VODs channel. It's just you have the link, so you can go back and watch it at any time. I will. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. If I don't send it to you within the end of the day, just remind me. I'll do it. And then, yeah, I recommend.
Not gonna rush me like that.
No. It's helpful just because I'll forget. Like it's not to rush me. It's because I'm forgetting. So do that, and then yeah, I recommend trying to sort out IRL things as much as possible, because I think you're putting in the work for Tekken, and you'll be surprised how lifting the load in other areas will just free up your mind to do more of what you're already working on. I think that is something I benefited a lot from, and I think it's something you'll benefit a lot from. All right. Cheers, dude. You can always message me on Discord. And for the Discord channels, I'll probably figure out some new solution for like, I mean, I'm always reachable via DM or whatever, but like I might set up like a patron only channel or something, like if people want like really quick access to me. So that's an option too. Yeah. Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it like cut out for 2 seconds.
You good. I'm thinking of setting up a separate Patreon channel that will be like for like, you know, not even like maybe like $3 a month or something, just in case people want to ask me questions more frequently. But I'm not sure about that yet, because Discord I should still be accessible. But anyways, that's all from me for now. I will Catch you next time. Yeah, and with Metafy, scheduling is really straightforward. So that's the big reason I wanted to switch, is because I didn't
Yeah,
want to keep playing tag with you. So yeah.
Pepper beef is on Metafy.
Perfect.
And,
Okay, sweet.
It's stupid. It's stupid easy.
Great.
I set up a date. He couldn't do it, and he just told me to reschedule. It told me to reschedule on Metafy. We rescheduled, and it was cake work.
Great.
It's so easy.
Okay, so I'm glad. All right, so yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to keep working with you. Let me know how things go, and if we don't get to chat, good luck on the monthly. And if you want to chat during the monthly, message me and be like, "Yo, I'm nervous" or something, and we can like message it out real quick or something, you know?
Yo, thank you so much, Fee.
Dude, of course.
Yeah, like I said, I sound so weird. Sometimes I feel like I sound so weird, but thank you. I really appreciate you.
Dude, kindness is missing in this world. If it's kind and weird, fuck, like I'll take that over someone being a dick any day. So.
You know, that's what I said too. I was like, you know why you feel so weird? Because everybody's such an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. High key.
All right, brother. Enjoy the rest of your night, bro.
Thanks. Have a good one. See ya.
You too.